All right, what's up, guys? So I'll give y'all an update on the S10 and where we're at on everything. I did get the shifter installed. This is a Precision Performance air shifter for a Powerglide, and I have it set up to shift off a TPS right now, just so I can show y'all. So if I press the throttle, it shifts. Do it one more time. So that's working as it should. Little tech tip: if you have the Holley CAN IO and you're using it to control an output, right there where it says broadcast rate, you want to change it to the higher you go on that, the faster something will respond. So on the test drive, when I show y'all here in a second, you'll notice that the shifter didn't seem like it wanted to shift unless it was above 6,000 RPM, where I was commanding it to shift for a whole second, and that's because I had this broadcast rate at 1. So I was able to come back, I changed it to 50 for now, and as soon as it gets to whatever is commanded, right now it's throttle position, it shifts as soon as it sees the trigger. So just a little tech tip: if you have the Holley CAN IO, make sure you adjust your broadcast rate to suit what you're using it for. They suggest not to run everything high, like 100 or something like that, because it'll slow some stuff down or whatever, but I need that to activate as soon as possible, so I just run at 50. As soon as it sees, right now it's just off of TPS, but as soon as it sees whatever RPM I'm commanding, it will shift. So pretty happy about that. It looks good, nice and clean. I did get the Powerglide put in also. Get on the truck and show y'all that. So there's the Powerglide. And there's the shifter bracket. The converter. We have no more leaks, so I'm happy about that. There's the transmission cooler, and that is the converter pressure and transmission temperature. And this other sensor right there is the transmission line pressure. So I'm happy we don't have any leaks anymore. Been running it and testing it and driving it, no leaks, and that makes me happy. I got the dash put back in, so looks good with the dash in. It's kind of hard to get to everything with the dash in, that's why I leave it out most of the times, but there's just 2 bolts on each side and it comes right out, so not a big deal. The onboard air system is working like it should. Transmission shifts perfect. Trans brake works, reverse works. I cleaned everything up, gave it a little bath today because I was tired of looking at all the pollen and getting it all over me. I did go for a test drive today, and I will put that at the end of this video. I wasn't able to get on it that hard, but I got on it through first and second gear. The shifter was slow to shift, like I was mentioning, because I didn't have the right broadcast rate. I did put it on the 2-step and did nothing but spin, but I was commanding 10 pounds and it made 8 pounds. So that is something I've noticed with how I have this set up and everything with the back pressure. I make about 2 pounds less than I command. So if I command 15, it makes 13. So that's just something I'll have to remember when I'm setting up my boost controller and everything, that if I want to make 15 pounds, I need to set it up for 17 or 18. So that's just something we'll play with at the track. It's kind of hard to do around here on the street because there's so many houses and everything, and I don't want to be that guy that wads this up in someone's driveway. So we'll test it at the track. Next thing, I got to get the tires put on, and that's about it. Got everything cleaned up a little bit. Looks nice. Can't think of anything else other than got the shifter in, and I'm excited about that. Got the dash back in. I am liking the Holley Can I have a lot more inputs and outputs, so we will be trying a couple of more things. This shifter comes with a connector right here, and it has a micro switch, so when you push this all the way down, a lot of people use it for trans brake, and when you're in reverse you can also do it. That way, if you have a transmission like mine, you gotta have the trans brake to put in reverse. You can use it there to back up, but not sure what I'll use it for, but we will find something to try to utilize that that switch. If not, then it is whatever. I got what I wanted out of this shifter. It's an air shifter. It's nice and clean. I really like that shifter. Brad is easy to talk to at Precision Performance. I ordered the shifter without the air shifter, and I called him and told him I wanted to change it. There's no problem. So I was able to get that ordered, and it showed up a month or two later. Everything's got lead times now, so it's no big deal. I will put the video of the test drive, the first test drive with the Powerglide and the new shifter and the onboard air system, and y'all can check that out. It's just a couple of short pulls, nothing crazy. Next step, get the tires on. I'd like to try to get this windshield replaced. It's got a big crack across it, and it's got two spots right there kind of in my vision, but they hadn't stopped me at the track yet, so if that don't get changed, ain't no big deal. But the tires will be changed before we get to the track, so probably in the next week or two we will be going to the track and seeing if we can get this thing into the nines. Other than that, everything is looking great. All the vitals look good. All the sensors are working like they should. I do want to put the back pressure sensor in. I'm not really worried about the pan vac. I would like to have it, but I think I want to put it in the valley cover, and I have to take the intake off for that. So that'll probably happen when I get ready to put this engine in. We'll drill and tap it. So, but I do want to see what back pressure is. I think this turbo will be fine up to 20 pounds. I don't think it'll have any issues, but it would be nice to be able to see what it is. I will be able to tail off the dome sensor once I'm starting to have to add more and more dome, and it's not picking up, like a 1-to-1 rate. It don't have to be, if I can't man 10 and it makes 8, and then I can man 20 and it makes 18, that's still 1-to-1. I just got a 2 PSI difference is what I'm seeing right now. And that's just something I have to remember when I'm, setting a tune to go down the track. But all right, stay tuned for the test pass and our test drive. It's nothing special, just putting around on the road and get on it a couple of times, spin the tires, and that's about it. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.